Son, you keep dancing with the devil. One day it's gonna follow you home.
Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, will make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs. Their poses will get you hate today. Then grinning, what the least you'll say. From ghostly ghouls to eerie scores, they'll dig deep in the horror's core. Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, will make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, will make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs.
Hello and welcome to the Horror Movie Maniacs podcast. I am one half of the team. My name is Ben, and unfortunately, I am here with my co-host Grant.
I like the team part. We're a team. Not in this one.
We're a team, but I don't like you.
No, I tolerate you at best.
Yeah, I don't like you today. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all right.
Although saying that, how are you though? I hope you're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. We're opponents today.
We're opponents. That's right. We're doing a very special episode. So a little bit out of the norm. We're going to be against each other while we chat about this year's amazing film, Sinners.
The only thing sinners about this film is the fact that it exists. Boom.
Here we go. Here we go already. Look.
Yeah.
So yeah, the format's going to be different. We're not going to be doing some deep dives. We're going to obviously chat about parts in the movie, its story, characters, etc. But we're not going to go as deep as we normally do because we're probably just going to be ranting and abusing each other as we have massively opposing views on this one.
Yeah. And tell us if you like this one, because I'm quite looking forward to this one. So if it's something you want to see more of, we'll do it more. You know what I mean? Because we don't many films together, to be honest.
Not really. We've got quite differing horror tastes, actually, haven't we? There's some we like.
Yeah, the good ones, yeah.
Yeah, the classics like Halloween and Scream, right?
Scream's 8, but Halloween, I'll never get that.
That could be a good versus as well. Although,
could be. I'm not wasting my time watching shit. We're going to pick the next one if we do it. Is something I like and you don't.
Yeah, I was going to say the problem's going to be is that I'm going to like them all and you're going to hate them all.
Oh, I had to watch this. I think I've watched it 4 times now. 9 hours and 20 minutes roughly of this bollocks.
And not a second wasted, Grant.
Oh God.
Anyway, right. Before we get into kicking the verbal shit out of each other, we should probably go through some bits and pieces like we normally do, like cast, crew, director, budget, box office, all the good stuffs. So you probably mostly know by now anyway that this is directed by Ryan Coogler, who worked with Michael B. Jordan, who stars in this as both brothers, Elias and what's the other one called? Elias and Elijah.
Oh, so Michael B. Jordan helped make it, did he?
I think so.
That makes sense, doesn't it? That's why there's 2 of him.
But he's working with Ryan Coogler again. He's worked with him in Black Panther, Creed, and Fruitvale Station. So they're good buddies.
No, all 3 films are equally terrible.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ, mate!
And I mean it. Creed is trash.
I know. I quite like Creed. It's not a touch on Rocky.
That's what I mean. Make it something else. If you'd called it something else, it wasn't in the world of Rocky, I might have liked it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I haven't seen Black Panther in fairness, so I can't shit on that. But I imagine I won't like it.
It's one of the better Marvel films. But
doubt
it. The cast here also includes a brand new debutante to the film industry. So Miles Clayton, who plays Sammy.
Doesn't surprise me.
Sammy Moore, the cousins of Smoke and Stack, Elias and Elijah. So
that makes sense because he's a terrible actor.
You? Oh my God! Just wait. We go. Oh God, this is not going to go well.
But you mentioned it. I'm just speaking my truth.
Well, I'm just giving out the facts before we get into.
All right, sorry. I'll restrain myself.
It's all good. You like this one, though? You like this one? Haley Steinfeld as Mary.
Yeah, she was top class.
There you go. And then we got Jack O'Connell playing Remick.
I mean, he's just class in everything he does ever. So.
Yeah, playing the villain. That's right. He is. He's really good, isn't he? Really,
he's unreal.
There is a lot more people in it, background characters and stuff, but that's your main cast. We'll move on to a few more later on. So, budget for this one was $90 million US. What's that face for, Grant?
That's a lot.
Yeah, but you know how much it took?
Oh, God, let me guess. Loads.
Well, quite a bit. 366 million.
Absolute waste of money.
Oh my God. Get out. Why are we doing this? No. It's done really well. In terms of horror, especially.
Oh, there's going to be a second one. Ugh.
No, I hope not, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I'll come on to that. I hope not. Doesn't need to be. But it made a lot of money. So, yeah.
I wouldn't mind a prequel of Jack O'Connell. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, spin-offs, prequels, etc. But there's no real need for a sequel.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, plus Sammy ends up being like, what is he? 80-something years old at the end. So,
I don't care.
You know, I know. But anyway, right, that's your quick cast crew. That's your quick budget there. I'm not going to hang around on that today. I'm not going to do ratings.
Okay.
Because this film smashed all the ratings across the board. Apart
What's
from
it got on IMDb? Oh, that's nonsense.
We can do our ratings quick. I give this like a 9 out of 10. I'm going to go up 9.2 out of 10.
9.2?
Just to piss you off a bit more. Yeah.
I'm going to be.
You give it 1.
I'm genuinely going to be honest. I'm not going to just give a really low rating for dramatic effect. My honest rating is 2. It's 2 out of 10.
I'm intrigued to hear your reasoning soon.
That's not a problem.
No, I'm actually really intrigued to know why.
Oh, you're going to know.
So, yeah.
And I've also got a theory as to why it scores so high as well. I've got a reasoning behind that. So
Okay. Well, we'll get into all of that.
Do you want the synopsis?
Let's. Yeah. Go for it.
Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers, although it's one person, return to their hometown to start again, only to discover there's an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back.
Sums it up.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Sums it up quite nicely. Yeah, it's a couple of intertwining stories merging together, isn't it? Really? You got Sammy's side of it and you got the smoke and stack.
Oh, God.
So, I know.
It's going to be a long one.
Before, just going to say there's going to be loads of spoilers, obviously, as always, but I've actually remembered to say that there's going to be spoilers this time. So
we have a jingle for that, don't we?
Applause for me, please. We do have a jingle. Here it comes.
Warning.
And you know what else we have?
We
have the trailer. No. No, most definitely not. We have the trailer.
Just for the record, I don't have that either.
I've been all over this world. I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Love you, brother. Be careful. I will. With all the things that I've seen, I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now. Now get back inside. Let me in, man! Some weird shit going on out here.
You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
Okay, there you go. You probably hate the trailer as much as the film.
I don't watch trailers, do I? So I wouldn't know, but probably.
I swear, we saw something at the cinema together and we saw the trailer for Sinners and you were like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, but this is why this film pissed me off so much, because I was so excited for it.
What was it? Did you think that the trailer tricked you in some way?
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah, okay, right. So we're going to do verses. We're going to do 5 rounds, okay? Across various categories. Obviously, what are you laughing at?
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, and it's flashing in and out. That's impressive. For those of you, if you're listening on Spotify, jump on over to YouTube when I upload it, and you'll see what I'm on about.
Yeah, I got a Raising Cane's Cup. I've been in Florida.
Yes, you have. Shame they let you come back, isn't it? Really?
Do you know what the funny thing is? Is this film? It's kind of set around New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken, in that area, isn't it?
Well, it's Clarksdale, Mississippi. But
That's near New Orleans, though, right?
It was filmed in Louisiana, New Orleans.
See, there we go. The hotel I was staying at in Florida was Port Orleans. It was a New Orleans themed hotel.
I bet they all loved Sinners.
That pissed me off even more.
Right,
trailer.
Let's get going with it. We've done the trailer.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Right, let's go. I've got a new intro for this for our fight episode, so I'm going to roll that.
Go on then.
For the thousands in attendance, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
It has begun. Round 1, fight.
There you go. So round 1. Let's kick it off. Round 1, story.
Wait.
Let's go with story. Okay. Do you want to start why you hate the story?
Yeah. So are we going to include because I've got some things around some little plot holes and some obvious stupid decisions and stuff. Does that all come into the story?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And are we also thinking because one of my bugbears is how long this thing is?
We could do that at the end with any other gripes.
Yeah, go on then.
Phrases. So
okay, so the story.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it, and one of the notes I've put down here is unrelatable. And what I mean by that is there's going to be people in America from around that era or that have families from around that era that totally get it. I didn't get it one bit.
Okay.
And also, I remember texting you saying how much I hated it, and you were like, "Oh, the story building is unbelievable," and I just found it so boring and long-winded. It's like, I don't care. All of you are boring. As soon as I saw 2 Michael B. Jordans, I was like, "Oh my god, are they just trying to take the piss?"
Why do you think it's taking the piss though? I think he does really well with both.
Cheesy is that? It's so cheesy and lame. Oh, they said the same person twice. Oh, they're not there. They're brothers. Just get a different actor.
I didn't find it cheesy in the slightest. Actually, I thought he put in a good performance.
He was flat as a pancake in this film.
No,
there is no emotion whatsoever. Even when he's super upset, it's just plain face.
I think both brothers, he did play them a little differently, not completely differently.
Oh, one can roll a cigarette, one can't.
Yeah,
that's it.
They did that. No, they had their little nuances. Like Smoke was, we've gone on to characters instead of story. You know?
Oh yeah, so backtrack. Story.
I'm going to stop there. Yeah,
I'll go back into what I didn't like. So, Preacher Boy, didn't like him at all. I don't like. Yeah, no, but it's part of the story. Trust me.
Okay.
I don't like it when they show the very end of a film at the very beginning. And it's not just about this film. So him standing there with a guitar handle, don't give a shit because I don't know what he's on about.
Yeah, but that's the idea. You don't know what it is. It intrigues you. You're like, oh,
it didn't intrigue me. It just irritated me.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And then he goes around with so Smoke and Stack come back and they're doing their shit and look after this truck for 20 cents an hour. Oh, you're supposed to negotiate with me. Oh, I'm supposed to like you now, am I? I don't. So then he comes out, shoots him, and that bit was all right, I suppose. Shoots him in the bum and then shoots the other one in the leg. Yeah. Fine. Buys some catfish and all that crap. Makes a sign, go to a barn, have a little party. Goes wrong. Jack O'Connell turns up. He's super cool. And then I've got the plot holes, so I know I went through that quickly, but that's because you'll do better with the story bit than me.
Okay. Yeah, go on, hit me with your plot holes.
Right. So these aren't in any particular order because I'm just gonna read them in the order I've written them.
That's fine.
Because I've made notes.
Just that which blows my mind.
I know.
And probably blows everyone else's mind.
I know. So the first one, this is right at the end. So where. Who's saving it? Smoke and Sammy are in the water. Yes. No, sorry, backtrack. The vampire and Sammy are in the water.
Oh yeah. Remy's got him, isn't he? Yeah, he's drowning him and
he's just. And then out of nowhere, Smoke appears and kills him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Please explain to me how he got around the entire army of vampires on the beach, got through the water without not making a single sound, and killed the super duper powerful vampire. But throughout the rest of the film, couldn't touch him.
I will give you that, to be honest, because that is my one gripe myself. How the
amazing.
Did he get from the barn, out the barn, across into the water? You can't go in water silently, right?
No.
You can't. You just can't.
But he's walked in front of all the other vampires.
Yeah, he has. Although
No
they're
one said
weakened,
anything.
aren't they? They're weakened.
No, but they were like dancing, weren't they? They were like on the shore, like hanging out.
No,
but
I
not
think
one of
when
them.
they-
Not one of them saw him.
Yeah, that is I'll give you that one. I've got no reasoning there.
Good.
That is the one thing that I was like, how the fuck did Smoke get all the way across and manage to stab Remick without any noise?
But in
So-
the like the fight scene inside the barn, he's like super powerful, can see everything going on. Oh, but that in that moment he weren't bothered.
Yeah, I mean, I get kind of why they did it. The element of surprise for the audience, I suppose, to kill off Remick, but it
Just
would have
cheap again for me.
It would have made more sense if the audience knew he was coming and Remick didn't. I
Or
will give
Sammy,
you that.
Preacher Boy, with the broken guitar handle, could have done it. Just something a
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah, it didn't need to be Smoke, actually.
No,
Yeah,
but again,
Yeah,
that's-
it might have been more.
I don't know. I think Michael B. Jordan on this one is a little bit vain because he's done himself twice and he's made himself the main part of all of it, and it's just irritating.
I mean, really, it's Sammy's story, isn't it? You know. So the way I took the story was, it's.
I have got more, by the way, but
Yeah. I was just quickly going to touch on
yeah,
on that story beat. It like where I said it's two separate stories of Smoke and Stack twins coming back from Chicago after like 7 years, meeting up with
Yeah.
Sammy. But it's deep down, it's Sammy's story about his music and how Remick wants his ability to pierce the veil of time and space and death and everything with his music.
that just sounds
So-
lame.
I
Just-
think
just
it's an
sounds
amazing
cheesy.
idea. I think that's an amazing. Yeah, it is a little, but it's an amazing idea that hasn't been done before.
Yeah, for a reason.
No.
Anyway, that
Well,
leads me on to my next point.
Yeah.
The bit in the barn where Sammy's singing,
Yeah.
and then all the different generations like appear. You know where it's like the hip hop artist appears and the electric guitar bit appears.
Yeah.
I get what they're doing, but it made no fucking sense. There was no need for it, and again, it was another cheesy moment in that film that just why.
No, it did make sense. It's Sammy's power. It's Sammy's ability. That's what Remick is after because he wants to get back in touch with his ancestors. He wants to get back to his community and his people. And his way of doing that would be to take Sammy's power and use it.
Yeah, but the way they visualized it for me was really cheesy.
What do you think? Okay.
Yeah, and then like the barn burns down, and then they're all outside dancing around. Like, what was that?
I was proper drawn in. I loved it. I thought.
But what was the
cinematic.
point? What were they trying to say?
What with the burning of the barn?
Yeah, this picture I've got here. Like,
Yeah.
what did that symbolize?
I don't know the burning of the barn bit, to be honest. But like I said, it was showing Sammy's ability to traverse
it's
through
fucking
time
stupid.
and connect to
And
his
then-
ancestors with his
Yeah,
music.
but he doesn't know. He goes on to sing jazz in a little bar in New York. Like, what?
yeah, that's true.
All this power he's got. He don't do anything.
I don't think he wants to though, does he? He just
Oh
wants to
god,
play
there's
music.
always an answer, isn't there?
There is. He just wants to play music and be happy.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway, on that same point, though, the bit before that, or it might have been after it, I don't know. But you know the
Yeah.
girl he gets with, kind of, the married one,
Pearline.
whatever. When she's singing her song, I've never been more irritated in my life.
Really?
It's like, will you shut up? It's just noise.
That's not a plot hole though, dude. That's not. You said there's a plot
No,
hole.
I know, but I'm not on plot holes now. That's the only real plot hole I had.
Okay.
Um, It was more. This is more parts of the story that I didn't like, so didn't like that.
Okay.
The bit that I found incredibly unnecessary was when he's going down on that girl. He's like, "I just want to taste you." I'm like, that's just. And this is coming from me. I was like, "That's just dirt." Like, why are you in? Why was that a choice of a line? Did it need it? No,
It
not at
goes
all.
back. It goes back to the scene where Stack's explaining to him.
I know, I
about-
get it, but it
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
gross, and I was like, "Why is this happening?" I have got another plot hole actually.
Okay.
You know where old Haley Stonefield? I don't know her character name, and I'm not going to learn it. Yeah, that one. You when she's diddling Stack.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, when she's been turned and she's diddling
Yeah.
Stack and going for it.
Yeah.
She bites him.
Yeah.
Right, but then decides to leg it.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
She's in. She's
Yeah,
in the book.
did
She
you see
can
it?
bite more people.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
she
she
runs
has
away.
been shot like 6 times or whatever.
But they can't kill her with bullets.
No, but it probably still hurts. I don't know. I'm not a vampire.
No, don't make any sense.
I just took it as she ran outside because Remic's the lead vampire, isn't he? He's the hive mind. He's the main mind. And
Yeah, but they're all so desperate to get in because even like
minions.
The big dude who goes for a wee and then he's trying, you know, where they question him at the door.
Yeah, cornbread.
He's trying to get in because he wants to, turn them.
Yeah.
But Haley didn't fancy that.
I don't know.
No, exactly. Next
I
one.
don't think it's a plot hole, so to speak, though.
Yeah, well, you would say that. My next one is every other vampire that gets bitten turns almost instantly, don't they? It's pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so. Fairly quick,
But for some reason, Stack takes forever.
Yeah, but that's just a small gripe, dude.
Yeah, it is a small gripe. You're right.
It's a small gripe. It's not a big thing. You're making that a big thing.
No, it's just... What else have I got?
It's just to build the tension.
Yeah, well, it just irritated me. Story-wise, is there anything else I didn't like? Or is there anything I did like? As I say, I like Jack O'Connell in this. I think his part is good. If anything, it actually annoyed me that I didn't see him as much.
Okay.
But that's why I feel like this was all Michael B. Jordan. Like, it was just all about him. Because you got Jack O'Connell, who's a far better actor, and his character was far better in it. Haley Steinfeld was outstanding, but you didn't really see all that much of her. What else didn't I like? I didn't care much.
The story wasn't your cup of tea. You didn't enjoy the story. You didn't like the slightly supernatural music side to it or anything like that.
Well, I don't overly like vampire films as a whole. I don't love them.
I remember you telling me before. Actually, they're not your.
Yeah, but even as I say, Jack O'Connell when he's not, when you first meet him and he's all a bit fucked up, and then right at the end when he's fucked up, that was class. That was, I really enjoyed that.
We'll come on to the characters and that, but yeah,
it just, I don't know, the story. I suppose in a nutshell, I just didn't really care.
But see, I quite liked the fact it was a simple story. There wasn't too much to it. They had, like I say, the two sides to it, and it entwined. Obviously, they needed Sammy to make the money for them. But I quite liked that it all took place over like one day. Although
long day, wasn't it?
I was just going to say, although the film itself is very long, and it took a good hour and 20 minutes before
I know
before the action kicks off with Mary. So
because I said to you, if they made that movie maybe like an hour 45, not 2 hours and 70 minutes, I probably would like this a lot more.
Yeah, but I can see your point. I quite liked though that I felt like the world that they were creating. You needed that time. You needed to be with the characters, and it made it more real for me.
I think if I'd liked the characters, I would have said yes. But because I didn't really like any of them, as I say, Haley's character, Mary, I thought she was great. I liked her a lot.
We're kind of merging round 1 and 2 here, aren't we? We're going characters, but
it's fine though. But yes. So what else on the story? Because I've had my go now. That's all I've got to say about the fucking story.
Yeah, well, like I say, I liked the fact that we got kind of a little bit of history. We learned about the twins being off in the army and then going off to Chicago. They mentioned one of them, I think at least one of them, working with Al Capone. They mentioned later on about the Irish beer, the Italian wine, or Italian wine as they call it.
Italian.
That's it. You then find out that actually they've dicked over both sides, and that's the reason they've come back home. Basically, they've sort of they've made each side blame each other to start fighting so they can get away with all the booze.
Huh.
There you go. So yeah, you find out obviously, the twins aren't exactly nice people. They can be nice people. You find out about Smoke losing his child. So it just, I think, the story took its time, but I personally felt like it needed that because then I cared for the characters, which we're going to come on to.
I will say that the scene at the end where Smoke's obviously dying and he sees I can't remember her name either, but his missus and his baby who passed away.
Yeah.
That was outstanding. I'll give you that. That was really good.
Okay. I'm glad you like a little bit.
There's a few bits I do like, but
yeah. I also like the way it tied into. You find out through snippets of Remic's story, only little bits and pieces, but the way some of the songs he's singing indicates kind of his intention and his want to get back to seeing his ancestors. He feels like he's been wronged and things. So, and the way when you first see Remic come into shot. When you hear like a sort of a bird-like noise, and it looks like he's running, but I think he's been flying and he's just come back into human form.
Yeah.
And then you get the Choctaw people turn up the vampire hunters that are after him. So I would have liked more on that, but again, the film is long enough anyway. So I liked all the little story elements that were there. You had they recruit Delta, is it Delta Slim, the guy who's drinking and playing the harmonica.
Oh yeah.
And you find out his story as they're on the way to the new juke joint and things. So there's a lot of story and world building in there. And for me, I found it really interesting. So
I just thought of another plot hole while you were talking.
okay, go on.
Why didn't the vampires just burn the barn down?
I don't know.
Sorry, it's happening there. Look.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, dude. You'll have to ask Michael B. Jordan. Right.
No, thanks.
So yeah, story-wise, there you go. It drew me in. I got really invested in the story. I really liked it. It made me want to look into that era and that kind of thing, and all the American history from the 1930s and stuff. So
yeah, it didn't do it for me.
no, that's fair. I win.
Well, a lot of people will just say it's because I don't get it, man. This is what my rant about the rating is.
No. I wouldn't do that to you, man.
No, but that's what a lot of people say, and I know they do, because they're like, "Oh, you just don't get it. That's why you don't like it." No. Some things are just not good. It's not that I don't get it. It's just that this film sucks.
Shall we go on to round 2?
Yep.
Right.
Round 2.
We're on to round 2.
Round 2. And now this one, I feel like we can decide a winner because we can just tally up what characters were good and what were bad.
Well,
and you only get one vote for Michael B. Jordan. You don't get 2.
No, he wasn't my fave anyway.
Good, because you can't be like, oh, there was smoke and stack. Nah, bollocks.
Oh, no. I see what you mean. No.
Yeah.
That would count as 1. Yes.
Right, anyway, let's start with Michael B. Jordan then.
Let's start with Michael B. Jordan then. Off
you go first this time. No, because I started first on what I had to like.
You
tell me why you thought he was all right.
So we touched on characters briefly in round 1, which I won. But Smoke and Stack, Michael B. Jordan. I thought his performance was adequate. I enjoyed it to a degree. A little not reserved, but I think he was trying to play it cool, wasn't he? They were the cool twins. They were, the big boys of the town. They're like, oh wow, it's the Smoke and Stack twins. So he couldn't be too. He couldn't be too over the top. I liked that he put little differences on both. Like I said before,
I mean, he is an actor.
He is. Who knew?
Yeah, it's kind of what they do.
It's not his first rodeo as such. But yeah, Smoke was calmer. He was more logical. He was more serious, wasn't he?
Bit grumpy he was.
Yeah, a bit grumpy. Whereas Stack, he was more bold, rash. He was a bit more free flowing. He was
and he could roll a cigarette.
Bit more outspoken, and he could roll a cigarette. So there you go. Does that make him the better brother? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So he did put little nuances there, so you did know who was who. And obviously, you had the color codes. That wasn't down to him, but Smoke wore blue, Stack wore red.
So cheesy.
But yeah, I enjoyed his performance as both.
Okay.
He put in the shift, but it didn't blow my mind.
No, my turn. And I'm actually not just going to be over the top dramatic with this stuff. I'm going to be honest. But I thought Michael B. Jordan was really fucking boring in this film. I think he didn't try. There was no effort, no emotion. The thing you touched on about, one wore red, one wore blue, that's so cheesy and lame.
That wasn't him, though. That wasn't his choice.
Oh, he's still lame. He's still him. I'm talking about him and his stupidness. I don't know. I just found him really flat and really boring. And it felt to me like he didn't want to be there.
Damn. I think the part might have been written for him as well.
Yeah, probably. As I touched on, I thought the twins thing was really lame anyway, but I'm not going into that. I'm just talking about him as an actor. I like him as an actor. I think he's good. Yeah. I was just really disappointed. As I said, I think when I said he just seemed like he didn't want to be there, captures it perfectly for me. He just didn't seem bothered to me.
Fair enough.
Whereas when we get on to the other ones, I'll have better things to say.
I think it was a good performance. I don't think it was his best performance, but I think it was a very good perfornance.
He seemed uninterested to me.
Other characters were more memorable. They stood out more. They were a bit quirkier, or they had a bit more to them.
It just looked like they were actually trying. It sounds harsh, but that's how I felt.
Shall we move on to one of his partners then?
Yeah.
Stack's partner, Mary, then. Hayley Steinfeld.
Mary, yes.
Yeah. Did you like Mary? You liked Mary, didn't you?
I thought it was great. Hayley Steinfeld, she's kind of like a she's done a couple of songs. She's a bit of like an old Disney star and stuff like that. And I was a bit like Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, a bit of an
But
all-rounder.
yeah, she was by far the standout actress in this film for me.
Okay,
I liked
out of
her.
everybody, yeah? You think she
Out of
was
it,
number
yeah,
one?
she was the best one for me, and Jack
Okay.
O'Connell was a close second.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, she seemed the most interested. Her character was cool. I believed her emotions. She was
Yeah.
cool as a vampire. You know, I just think she done really well, and it seemed like she wanted to be there. If you know what I mean.
Which seems to be the thing that you're hung up on. So
Yeah, but it's. I'm not going to go over that again. But
no.
she really tried, and you could tell, and she did a really
you've
good
got to
job.
want the job, haven't you? You got to want the job.
Yeah,
You got to put
and
the passion in there. So.
she put her shift in because she was class.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Well, I don't think she was the best in the film, but close.
That's fair.
But,
Yeah, that's fair.
She was brilliant, though. Yeah, really good. Really engaged with her character straight away. She come in, she was really feisty. She gave the shit, didn't she, to Stack
Yeah,
about leaving her, and after he'd done some stuff with her, let's just say,
yeah.
and all that. And then when she turned, I thought she was even better when she turned. Actually,
Yeah, she was cool.
she played
Even
a
at the end
very,
when she
very
didn't really
good
talk
vampire.
much, when she was seeing old Sammy,
Yeah.
still goddamn cool then as well.
She had good screen presence. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
she did. Yeah, she did.
Her character was interesting. Like you say, we learn about that. Stack had kind of done her wrong, or you think he'd done her wrong by romancing her and then leaving her and then getting her married off to a nice guy. But deep down, he was just trying to protect her. He says, wasn't
I
he?
hate that shit as well. That
So,
always irritates
yeah.
the fur. Who's
'Cause
saving you from me? Shut up!
He lives a bad boy
So
life. doesn't he?
boring. Oh, he's
Lives
such a bad boy. Shut the fuck up,
Lives a
Stack.
bad boy life, so he didn't want his kind of missus to get in any danger.
Oh, he's such a nice bloke.
But yeah, no, I thought Mary's character was great. You find
Yeah,
out
she was
that
good.
she lost her mum like literally the day before or whatever, and
Yeah,
so she was going through a lot of shit, and her emotions went up and down in the film, which
Yeah.
she played really well. And like you say, when she turned, even better. Yeah, she should do more horror for sure.
and she should have done more on the soundtrack because she's a damn good singer as well.
Yeah, the song she sings on the soundtrack, "Dangerous," is really good.
Yeah, she's a great
I really
singer.
like it. I don't know how much you've listened to the soundtrack, but that
I listened
song,
to most of it. Yeah.
the words that she says in the song are the words that Stack says to her in the film.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Oh, very
you go.
good.
I've been knee deep in this film for a long time.
We'll come on
probably
to
more than-
sound because I'll agree
Yeah.
with you on sound.
Yeah, probably more than knee deep, but it's right. Who else we got? We got Sammy, of course.
Sammy, yeah. Do you want to go first on
Preacher.
Sammy this time?
I'll go first. Yeah. Okay. Preacher boy Sammy. So yeah, son of the local pastor. He's for me the central character. He's the focus. He's the sole reason for this movie.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
His ability, his musical ability, like we said, is the pinpoint of it. That's what Remick wants. So yeah, Sammy. I thought he was played well by Miles Caton. Miles Caton's first role, he had a kind of a likability to him. Nothing kind of stood out. He wasn't like flamboyant and he wasn't jumping out the screen. He just played it with a kind of a chilled, nice guy kind of turn, didn't he? Really, I thought. He also learned to play guitar in 2 months and sing. So,
amazing.
what a legend, right?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah,
Rip it to
okay.
shreds.
He was the worst part of this film for me.
Dickhead.
He was the most boring human being I've ever watched in a movie ever.
Oh, you're a bad man.
It was like watching chalk. He was so bored. There's no emotion in anything he did. The only thing that I will say is he should stick to singing because his singing voice is crazy good.
Oh, he's brilliant at singing. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
unbelievable. But as an actor, Jesus Christ. If I thought Michael B. Jordan was boring, this guy would have put me into the grave.
Oh man, you're so wrong. I think this guy's going to end up being a big
He's
star.
so dull. There's no emotion.
I know, but I liked his quiet and kind of.
Yeah, put him in a role where he actually has to show emotion. I bet you he can't.
I think he will. I like to see what he'll do next.
I
think
don't.
He's gonna prove you wrong. He's
No,
gonna.
he'll become a singer, and rightfully so, because his voice is angelic.
He's gonna come around yours and give you a big fuck you.
Yeah, all right. I guarantee you he will not be in a movie. He will be a singer. And he should
he's
be,
gonna
because
be
he's
in
class.
He's gonna be in loads of movies.
He's so boring, so flat. Who cares?
Disagree completely.
Even old man Sammy was fucking boring.
Old man Sammy's an actual blues singer.
I know,
can't
and
think of
my
his
God,
name.
he should also stick to singing, because he can't act either.
Dude, I knew this was gonna go wrong. But no, I disagree 100%. But
No, that's
what
fine.
we're
You're
here
wrong,
for.
but you're fine.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else?
Who else do you want to do? I mean, before
think
we
we're-
touch on the
yeah.
before we touch on the big bad, shall we just run through a couple of the other ones in the Duke joint? You had Delta Slim, who was
Who's Delta Slim? Oh, the old man harmonica dude.
Yeah, the guy who used to play at the other bar, and they persuaded him with $40 a night and Irish beer.
Yeah,
I
he was
loved
all
him.
right. He was
I
all
loved
right.
him. He was such a character, and I think he was in it quite a bit, and I think he really helped. He took a shine to Sammy, didn't he, and stuff, and you could tell that he was sort of fond of him already.
I didn't dislike him.
Yeah, I thought he was funny. He had loads of stories to tell. Obviously, he cared about his people, like when he went past the people that have been sort of made into slaves, basically.
Oh yeah, and the chain gang.
He got proper irate, didn't he? Which was kind of, sad to see, but nice to see at the same
Didn't stop
time.
though,
But-
did he?
No, but during that scene, when he was telling the story of one of the guys that got castrated, did you hear what was going on in the background? So it was sort of playing the audio of like what he was saying, basically. So you heard like the guy screaming and everything, and I thought that's quite clever.
Yeah, great.
Again, though, that's not on his character. I thought his character was amazing. Obviously, he sacrifices himself near the end. I thought he was funny. He was endearing. He was likable. Yeah.
Yeah,
You won't
yeah.
forget him.
I didn't dislike him. I don't think he was as good as you're saying, but I didn't hate him. He was all right.
Yeah. Another one I found quite funny. Cornbread, the bouncer guy.
Was that the one that was picking cotton with his wife?
Yeah. They
Yeah, I
went
did
out
like
for-
him.
Went out for a piss, didn't he? And then he come back and he's like, and the other guy's like, "Oh, you've been ages." He's like, "Well, I had a shit as well."
Yeah, I liked him. He was all right. Yeah,
That made me
especially
laugh.
that
And then-
interaction with his wife and stuff. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, it showed he was a good man, standing up
Yeah.
for the missus. So,
Yeah.
and then of course he gets literally shot in the face, doesn't he? So,
Yeah.
but we'll come on to the makeup later. So, yeah, I wanted to touch on those two. Annie, you got Annie. That was Smoke's missus, the hoodoo practitioner woman.
Yeah, didn't really care about her. I didn't hate her or
Yeah.
anything, but
No, I thought she was okay. Yeah, didn't stand out much to me either. I thought she was okay. I quite liked the fact you had that kind of hoodoo practitioner woman who Smoke didn't believe in. You could clearly see he thought it was a load of old bollocks. But he wore the mojo bag that she gave him.
Mojo, that was it. I was going to say Juju.
Yeah. and then he sort of always seemed to survive, didn't he? And then at the end he takes it off and then he dies.
Yeah,
But yeah, Annie was
definitely because of
okay.
that. Yeah.
But no. And then you had the Asian couple, Bo
The
and
Chows.
Grace. Yeah, the Chows. And
Yeah, they were
their
pretty good.
daughter. Yeah. Until it was Grace, wasn't it? Was her name? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's her fault they get in, isn't it? Because she's
I know.
like, "Come and get us, motherfuckers," or whatever she says, and then goes off on one, and then instantly dies.
Yeah, but I like their characters though. They were the only
Yeah.
not the only ones, but I liked them. I liked the daughter. I thought that whole having two shops across from each other and whatnot. That was quite cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then of course we have to mention Remick, Jack O'Connell.
Yes.
For me, see, he's the standout of this film.
Yeah. So I did, as I said, I loved Haley,
Yeah,
and Jack would have been number one for me if I'd seen more of him.
yeah, that is a bit of an issue. There's not enough Remick, basically.
Yeah, because
So,
his character is the best character.
yes, yeah.
I just think acting wise, Haley did the best job, but his character, yeah, easily the best one. And I
think
don't know if. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just going to say the little bit of sort of nuance he puts in there with the way he's talking to people, the sort of charm he puts on people, the cunning that's behind it, the manipulation and things. Like when he first goes to the house of Bert and Joan, and he sees that the Ku Klux Klan mask is in there and everything, and then he plays on the fact that the Choctaw Indians are chasing him and stuff.
Yeah.
Get in the house. It's just clever, and
Yeah.
he puts on a southern accent, doesn't he?
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, but his Irish accent isn't there until later on. So
No,
when
he's
he's
trying to
there,
blend
he's got
in.
an accent and things. That's it, and he does that really well. So, yeah, I think Jack O'Connell was absolutely top class as Remick. Definitely a vampire sort of villain that you're going to remember for a while.
Now I don't know if it's because I didn't like the film or not, or whether it's because Jack was so good. But I wanted the vampires to win.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been against it. I wouldn't have been against it at all.
I really wanted them to get in. So I was
Yeah.
like, fucking, how does he die? He's the best part of it.
Yeah, and I loved the songs that he was singing and stuff as well. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, don't mind them. Yeah.
But Yeah, there you go. So I won that round clearly again.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, that was characters. Is there anyone else? I don't think there's anyone really.
No, not of any real note.
We had a couple of other very side characters, didn't we? What was it? Hogswood, the guy that they buy the barn off, the twins buy the barn off. Of.
The clansman dude,
so the leader of the clan, yeah.
Barely see
and then
him.
obviously his plan all along was to sell it to him and then kill them all in the morning. So
yeah.
But yeah, we only see him in.
I've just thought of another plot hole.
Yeah.
I'm going back on it. I don't care because I've just thought of it. The bit at the end with the shootout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's in like the trees and he fires a couple of rifle rounds.
Yeah.
He then comes out and walks, and so there's like what? There's like 10 people shooting at him.
Yeah, about that. I think
He's got time to get down to the ground, pull the gun out from the dirt, and then oh yeah, didn't hit him then. No, didn't
he's
hit him
the
then.
hero. Cut him some slack.
No. All 10 of them were like stormtroopers. Couldn't hit fucking anything.
They were all reloading. All right.
Oh, that's lucky, isn't it?
They were reloading at that point.
Why didn't he just have the gun on him?
There you go. I don't know.
Why was it under the ground? What necessity was it being under the ground?
I don't know.
Fucking stupid.
But I've explained that perfectly to you. They were all reloading at the same time.
Yeah, luck.
Okay. So there you go.
He's just a battlefield tactician.
My point is valid, and yeah, that's it. So he was in the army for ages, a pinpoint marksman, and they obviously can't shoot for shit.
Yeah, just put the guns under the ground for no fucking reason whatsoever.
There you go. Maybe you well, maybe you should watch it again after and see.
I'm not watching it 5 times. You can fuck right off.
round 3.
Yeah.
Round 3.
Right, you know what round 3 is?
Yeah, I do. It's wet gooeys / gore.
Wet gooeys. Wet gooeys.
Let go ease, we always want more.
There you go. I did a bit of a different wet gooeys this time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, changed it up. Why not? Yes, wet gooeys and gore, blood, effects, all of that stuff in this category. So do you want to kick us off or do you want me to go first?
Well, I don't really think we're going to disagree on it, to be honest. The only thing I think there should have been more of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, when it got going, it was great. But there's, again, like I said, hour and 20 minutes and you didn't get any gore, So
No.
Well, I'll tell a lie. You got Bert, who was turned, and Remick sitting in the chair with blood all over him.
It's not much.
Which was creepy that was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
That was a real creepy scene. Where Remick's sitting there and he's got his elongated fingers and he's got blood all down him. And what I really liked, the contact lenses they wore. So they were like reflective. They were shiny, weren't they?
I didn't notice.
Yeah, so they were being made for something else. And then when Ryan Coogler come up with this idea of his vampires having like shiny eyes, he got in contact with this woman who was making them, and she was like, "Yeah, you can use them." So I think they're the first time contact lenses like that have been used in a movie.
Oh wow!
And I thought they looked really good, especially when they're all out in the dark and you just see their eyes sort of glowing.
Yeah, I guess yeah. And
stuff. Yeah, so I thought the contacts was good. The blood work I thought was great. Apart from, and I might be wrong, I don't know why here, but sometimes it was deep dark red, like you'd want it to be, sticky looking, liquidy. But other times it looked orange.
Yeah.
Like the bit where who cuts his arm open? I can't think of his name.
Remember.
The old guy, Delta Slim, cuts his arm, doesn't he, to say, "Come and get me." And I swear it was spurting out bright orange. And I was like, what? Why? What's happening here? And there was a couple of other times, like when Annie got stabbed, that was deep dark red, like you'd want, But then other times when people were getting bitten or slashed at and stuff, it was orange again. So I don't know. I don't
spent the budget on 2 Michael B. Jordans, didn't they?
By cloning him, they cloned him.
Yeah.
But no, overall, I thought the practical effects were great. Like Michael B. Jordan's bite wound on his neck.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'd say Remick, where he gets a guitar in the face, that's damn good.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite one, to be honest. And that was all done with prosthetics and stuff and practical effects, blood work, makeup. So that's what I mean. So when you look at that side of it, you think, okay, they've really put a shift in there and they've done great with that.
Oh, I've got no complaints about the gore or effects or even the quality of the film. It's like it's top notch.
Just wanted more. More gore.
I just wanted more. Yeah, like, as I say, the effects, the gore, the horror part
Yeah.
were all outstanding to me. I can't fault it. I'm not going to even try and fault it because
Nice.
it was just really well done.
What did you make of the drooling?
Oh, that just pissed me off.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
bit
it was
strange.
like thick. It didn't even look like drool though. It was like, do you know? I don't know how to word it. It was like they forgot how to swallow it. Do you know what I mean? Like it didn't look like drool.
So what was? There was no reasoning given, was there? I presume it was just because of the
They
blood.
wanted to. They were hungry. They could smell the blood or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I suppose it didn't.
Yeah, I
need to be
don't know.
said,
It was
because obviously
I thought it was a bit odd.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I'm on board with it.
No.
No. The bit obviously where Haley Steinfeld then dribbles into Michael B. Jordan's mouth.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I'm like, what?
No.
Why? And like he was into it.
Yeah.
Like you want it in your mouth?
Like,
yeah.
Like,
oh.
Yeah. So no, not for that. That FX bit. No thanks. But
the other bit that was good was where they slice up where the two people playing cards. One of them gets sliced up, don't they? That was pretty well done as well.
Yeah, right across the face, doesn't he? I think.
Yeah, that looked because he checks him out at the end, like just after it.
Yeah.
And that looked cool. That was really well. And that was only didn't even need to be in there, but it was well done.
No. Yeah, and that's what I mean. When Cornbread got shot in the face as well, and his face.
Yeah, that was good.
Side. So that again was all prosthetics and all that. Yeah. So I rate the gore, the makeup and stuff in this. I really do.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you.
Good. Excellent. There was another bit as well. You know where Smoke shoots the guy in the knee? That looked really harsh. You see the bullet come back out as well.
I felt more sorry for the guy that got shot in the arse.
Yeah, but the effect, I think, of the leg one had.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I was just like, they both looked equally horrible, especially back in those times where there's no proper healthcare.
Yeah. And I think where Remick was burning, wasn't he, when he turns up at the house to start with, or like he's got smoke coming off him, his skin.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
and then later on, he's fully burning as well. So I thought that.
The only bit I didn't like was that he burnt up into the sky. I was like, it was going well, and then they went with that.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. Just disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, I was like, not sure about that, but.
And the scene where he grabs Sammy around the face when he's about to drown him. His fingers looked really rubbery. You could tell he had.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
on his hand. But apart from that, that's the slight thing that I can forgive. But apart from that, I thought it was top notch.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and shit on the quality and the effects because they were just good.
Awesome. Don't need to hang around in round 3 then, do we?
Easy round, wasn't it?
Wet Gooey's done.
Wet Gooey's done. I'll let you have Wet Gooey's. What are we on to next? Cinematography.
Yeah, round 4.
Round 4.
Round 4.
Cinematography.
I think this is going to be a short one as well.
Well, for me, because I'm right.
Well, yeah, because I won't disagree with you because the cinematography was top class on this.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm glad you agreed. Yeah. So
I'm not going to shit on the quality of it because it was a beautifully made film.
Yeah.
It's just the story and the characters I didn't like. But
yeah, fair.
But you were going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say it's filmed in 2 different aspect ratios, so there's a bit of techie.
Oh my god! So
I won't dwell on it. But when you watched it though, did you notice that it would go from super wide into stretched to the whole screen?
No, I didn't notice.
Okay, yeah, so it goes from super wide into cropped IMAX basically. So it's only used a few times because filming on IMAX cameras, they're really heavy and they're really loud.
Oh.
But I found it really jarring when I was watching it, and I didn't like it at all.
I didn't like it.
So I think the cinematography is great. It's well done, but I wish they had stuck to just one aspect ratio because every now and again you'd have the black bars and then the next minute it would go really big and then it would go black bars again, really big. And it took me out of it a little bit. So I liked it when it was kind of the IMAX cropped to the full screen kind of one.
I didn't notice.
But yeah, overall though, the actual camera shots and the cinematography in general, I loved. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I can't fault it.
A couple of standout moments I thought was Remick's arrival, the angle of when he lands on the ground and then he starts running.
Yeah,
I thought the angle of that was amazing. I thought it was a really good shot.
I did like that one.
The bit where they burn down, Sammy's doing his magical trip through time song, Lied to You, and it burns down the roof. The whole cinematography around that, and then the way the ash floats down, and then you see Remick and Joan and Bert staring towards the burning building. that whole sequence I thought was fantastic. Absolute master.
Yeah, it made no sense whatsoever, but it looked very nice.
Doesn't matter. Looked amazing. And they actually burnt the barn. That was the last scene they shot because they actually burnt down the roof of the barn.
Well, the vampires didn't think to do that though.
Like, no, they didn't. But
No.
the film crew did. So
Okay.
But yeah, there you go. There was a scene inside the Duke joint where the camera's kind of swirling round. It's walking around everyone. I thought that was really nice. Good way of looking around. I know you're bored, aren't you? Shall I move on?
No, I'm well interested. I'm trying to think of ones myself, but I'm not that deep, you know.
Receive it.
I'm not as deep as you, you know.
Well, it's just like you just like different things, isn't it, about film?
I'm just trying to think of my own ones, but you kind of captured them all.
I thought all the night shots looked incredible as well.
Yeah, the fight scenes are really well done, in fairness.
Yeah, I thought they were a little quick at first, but on a rewatch of about 15 times, now I think they're fine.
When they all finally get into the barn, I thought that was cool. That was a cool scene.
Yeah,
I really liked. I don't know if this counts as cinematography or not. Fuck it. You know where Jack O'Connell starts speaking Mandarin? I think it is.
Yes,
because he can take their thoughts and stuff.
Yeah, he's turned bio, hasn't he? And then
that was cool. That was really well done.
Yeah, that was great.
I very much enjoyed it when in that stupid dance scene where there's loads of different generations.
Yeah,
the bit where you see Chow and Annie, is it? You see them sort of dancing around by the bar. I quite like that scene. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, the way the camera was sort of swooshing through the venue, you know, having a look at what everyone's up to and that kind of thing. Yeah.
I think the shots of the vampires singing their little Irish jigs, that was really well done as well.
And I love the fact where they are sitting there singing the jigs and everything, and they've got the fire, and it's so dark, but the fire's illuminating everything. I just think the contrast between the darkness and the fire looked incredible.
Yeah, no, it did. You're right.
But,
you
know, I love all that, don't I? So
no, you're not wrong though. I'm not gonna be too critical.
I'm winning by a mile.
No, definitely not. But...
And we haven't really cussed each other, which is great.
I mean, it's this time.
Everyone's probably thinking that we're going to fall out, which I thought we would.
No, well, I mean, when we get to the end, I'm sure we will.
We can go for it. Yeah.
This time.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, that's round 4. Nice and quick. Round 5. Music.
Round 5.
See, we're not going to fall out on this one either.
See, you like it.
The soundtrack is outstanding.
The soundtrack is outstanding. Yes.
One of the best ones I've seen, even to the point I've recently got a record player, you see.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, and I've bought the greatest album ever made as the first one. Okay. The first one I bought. That's Reanimation by Linkin Park. I won't even hear any other arguments.
Dude. That's for another day. But
it is the greatest album ever made. Full stop.
Let us know, people. Is that the greatest album ever made?
You can if you want. I don't care either way. I'm right. So
you'll fight everyone.
But I was looking into getting the vinyl for this as well because I liked it so much.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Sammy's an unbelievable. I can't remember his real name, and I don't care to think of it. But Sammy, go on then. Miles something.
Yeah, Miles Caton.
Yeah, instantly forgotten it. His singing voice is one of the best I've ever heard.
It's crazy good, isn't it? Yeah,
it's so good.
I don't know how young he is. He's obviously very young, but I don't know how young. But
Darth Vader deep.
Yeah, it's crazy deep. Yeah, it's very, very deep.
What a singer!
Yeah, I just enjoyed so many songs on this soundtrack. It's unreal. Even the little Irish jig ones that usually wouldn't be my thing. Well, neither's blues music. I'm normally a rock or a country music.
Yeah, same.
For that. But yeah, this proper got me listening to it all the time. Like at the end of the year when you get your Spotify Wrapped thing, I'm damn sure the Sinners soundtrack's going to be high up on there. So
I can't think of who mine's going to be. It's probably fucking K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack because I'm a goddamn kids. But
nothing wrong with that, I'm sure. But even not even just the songs in this. So the actual music itself, I think, was really well done. Like the timing of the music, like when you see Remick turn Bert and then he's about to turn Joan, and the music kicks in there, and then it fades the shot of Remick's face into the full moon shot. And as the music comes across there, that really adds something to that scene. Yeah, I think as well. So I don't think it's just the big numbers, the sort of musical ones. And that's what I was going to say as well, actually. This film is almost kind of part musical.
I suppose, yeah. It doesn't overdo it though, because then I really would hate it.
It doesn't
Yeah.
overdo it, but there's a lot of. I mean, I know it's a film about music, but there is a lot of music. You know, it could take someone by surprise if they've just seen the trailer. You might just
Yeah.
think it's kind of not a standard, but you just a straight up horror.
Yeah, yeah.
And there is a lot of music in here.
I suppose that if they'd made the film shorter but kept all the music bits in it, that would have made it feel like a musical, I think. But because it was so overly long, it sort of helped with that, helped spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. But like I say, no, I love it. I still have the soundtrack on quite a lot now. So, you said you didn't like the Perlene one where she got up and sung "Pale Pale Moon."
I fucking hated it. Yeah.
I thought that's brilliant. No, I loved it.
No, it just annoyed the fuck out of me. She's like stamping on the floor and stuff. I'm sure it's like an accurate historical sort of like singing type and dance and stuff. Like I'm sure it is. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
It's probably that she's just all fired up after a little stockroom session with Sammy.
But why is she singing in the first place?
No.
But why are you now singing?
But it's that kind of place, isn't it? Everyone gets up and does a song.
Well, they shouldn't.
Why? Is it that's what they do? That's what they've built. That's what they want.
Leave the shitty harmonica player.
A place where they can all come and hang out, sing songs, have a dance.
But they didn't know because they pictured it as come to the juke joint and see Preacher Boy. That's what it was all pinned on. But no, we got this dickhead stamping around the stage.
Yeah, but after that, it's kind of just it's a pub, isn't it? It's a party venue, basically.
Yeah, well, she should be the warm up or not there at all, and then Sammy should sing.
Disagree.
And harmonica bloke doesn't need to be there at all. Don't need him for anything.
Of course he does. He's a good character.
Yeah, but he's not. Who gives a fuck about harmonica?
No, but they do. They love it.
Well, they're all fools.
He'll get them
they?
involved. He's a big name in that sort of area, isn't he?
Yeah, well, they're stupid.
So he plays every week at the other bar. You know.
Oh, well, good for him. Yeah,
he's a celebrity.
Well, brilliant for him.
But yeah, no, the music as a whole, we agree, top class.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I like the music.
Yeah. And like I say, a lot of it has meaning, as you know, as well. Like I say, the Irish songs and stuff have a lot of meaning that I'm not clever enough to explain, really. So
no, and I just don't care. So we just won't do it.
Of course. So, right.
Another quick round.
Anything else on? I'm just going to see if there's anything else.
You got anything in your notes? Let me check my notes because I've got notes.
You've got your special category to do.
Oh yes, yeah. Look, it's going to be a short one. That one.
Yeah, I did just want to say though, with regards to the music, and I know you don't like the scene, but the scene where Sammy sings "Lied to You" to his dad, and it does transcend time, and they visualize it along with the song and all that. I think that is the standout cinema moment of the year.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Gonna call me a name? Go and swear at me.
I haven't even got words for that statement.
Have you ever seen anything like that? It was
no,
insane.
because there's a reason for it.
It was truly incredible.
It made no sense. It had no place being in that film. It was stupid cheesy and I hated it.
It made perfect sense when they explained what his ability was.
But he doesn't have an ability.
Yeah, he does. That's what Remick wants.
He never does it again.
He doesn't need to do it again.
Oh, he doesn't need to do it again.
No, because
he doesn't need to transcend time. No,
it would be 4 hours long.
Right. Yeah. I didn't take it as an ability. I just took it that it was the director or whatever trying to show you that there was these characters throughout history that had this super musical gift. That's how I took it.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's a little bit of stupid is what it is.
Absolutely, you're wrong.
It's the worst scene in the film, Ben. What are you talking about?
No, loved it.
Okay.
Loved it.
Each to their own, I guess.
Shall we move on?
I think we should.
We all have a bar on it. Right, did you want to do your special segment?
Best cinematography of the year.
It is.
Yeah, play my song.
Okay.
What did you hate?
Well, that's my new jingle.
Love it.
Right. So I'm going to tell you what did I hate. Do you know what I hated?
Well, most of it.
Every single piece of this film.
That's a lot.
No, I'm being overdramatic.
Yeah,
what did I hate? I hated the characters and the story. Just being honest. Like, soundtrack was good. The bits we covered, effects, cinematography, wet gooeys, stuff, all great. But the characters are boring, uninteresting, didn't like any of them. Haley was all right. Sammy was just absolutely shockingly bad. The story was dumb, cheesy, and I didn't like it. The two twins being a thing, like we're still doing that shit now, was just cheesy. There was some random inappropriate bits with the whole going down on her. That was just stupid and didn't need to be there. The stupid dance scene that you seem to really like, that was crap, didn't need to be there.
I am still here, by the way, everyone. Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. No, I'd say that's it. Characters and story, stupid, and I hated them.
You didn't hate much, no. I mean,
no.
Going by your 2 out of 10 rating, I thought it was going to be worse. I thought your rant was going to go on for about another 20 minutes. But
because there's some things this film does well, like we just said, effects and sound and cinematography. I can't fault it.
But that's why your 2 out of 10 is wrong.
No, because that's one part of a film that every good director should do. But the whole that's how do I word it? That's like the foundation to a well-made movie is the cinematography.
I get what you're saying. The characters and the story are what keep you there, or what keep you
exactly
enjoying it. So,
it doesn't, throw a few quid at a film. Anyone could, near enough. Yeah, most people can do that, right?
Yeah, okay.
Not most people, but most half-decent directors can pull that together. Yeah, but the key components of the story and engagement and characters, pile of shit.
I completely disagree, but that is your what is what is you hate. So,
did you hate anything?
I did.
Get in.
Yeah, like I say, I hated the changing aspect ratio.
Oh yeah,
I hated it shifting from wide to cropped IMAX or whatever it is. Yeah, it's too jarring. Just keep it. Just choose one or the other. Now, I know they couldn't use IMAX the whole way through because, like I say, it's too big, too heavy. You can't really film up close dialogue with it because you'll have the noise of the bloody camera and stuff.
I see.
Yeah, but
we just don't use it then, do you? Really? You'd probably suggest.
No, it just annoyed me, basically.
Yeah, that's
so. But I do still think this is an absolute top class film, and it will definitely be in my top 5 of the year, I'm sure.
Oh, God. I can't wait for that episode.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to hate. I hate the shifting ratio.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
everything else is absolutely top class, Grant.
It's just not. It's
been a fun one. It's been a fun one.
Not watching it 3 fucking times.
Well, no, I've loved every second. I've actually enjoyed it more each time I've watched it.
Oh, God. Do you know what? I will say that I hated it less every time I watched it.
Oh, that's good.
So we're kind of in the same direction, aren't we? Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
But although, like on my last watch, that's where I pointed out the bit where he sneaks up behind Remick and kills him on the beach. I didn't notice that before.
I mean, that could have been my what did you hate, but no.
I could watch it again and find even more that I hate, but I think it was because I was so excited for this and it just disappointed me so much.
There's so much packed in this film, though. There's loads, man. It's so interesting. The characters.
I think they just got confused and they missed the mark. That's my opinion.
That's fair, and that's what I love about film, isn't it? Difference of opinion, you know. So hopefully you won't get too much shit when this goes out.
I couldn't give a flying.
No, I know, and it is good to have difference of opinion and different views. So,
like there's films I love that you don't love.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it is what it is.
It's been a fun time. Okay, just one more thing then, Grant, if I can, about the music before we move on.
Oh, please do.
You'll hate this, but
I probably will.
You will, without a doubt. I really enjoyed the way they made the music seem like a character, like a main character. You're going to think,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it is, isn't it? The music itself. Yeah, I felt like it was a character in the film.
Did ya?
Yeah. You don't like that?
No, I think that's fucking retarded, if I'm honest. But
that's the kind of abuse I want. Come on.
Yeah. Well, you've said a lot of things that have made me question your sanity.
Maybe I'm drunk. I'm not.
And I mean, we jokingly say, "Oh, I don't like you," but I actually think I don't like you anymore.
That's fine. I've gone off you a bit, to be fair.
I mean, we both know that's a lie.
Do we though? Do we?
I'm only joking, Ben. But you have had a bit of a weird brain moment on this movie, I'm afraid. I mean, saying the music was a character. Are you all right?
I am all right, and I actually think I'm right.
Okay. I think you're unwell, and I think that's okay.
I mean,
acknowledging though, first step is acknowledging and admitting. Okay.
I'm not admitting anything apart from this film is amazing and the music is a character. There you go. So, right, shall we read out some comments from our?
Yeah, but before you do, are there any comments that are logical and not wrong?
Yes.
Okay, I don't believe you,
One,
but okay.
maybe one. Well, you're going to hear them.
Oh, well, let's go for it. Here we go.
You're getting them. You're getting them right now.
Oh, I can't wait to get them.
It's not too many. So, right,
Oh,
first
good.
up. First up, Luke and Lauren from the Final Couple podcast
Final couple. Love it.
says, watching it right now. Fantastic movie.
Oh.
Even better the second time around.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, he's wrong as well.
No, they know. See, they know. They are
Do they?
They are people with taste, like me.
Yeah, they have taste. Doesn't mean it's good. I'm joking,
Right.
Final couple. I love you, but you're wrong.
Our good friend, Dave B. Movies. Dave.
Oh, yes.
says, You're going to hate this one. Absolute Perfection.
Sorry, go on.
He's nearly right.
He's not.
Dave, you're nearly right, in my opinion.
It's an absolutely perfect pile of shit, if that's what his next week was going to be.
See, this is what you've come for, isn't it? The real
Perfection.
grants.
What in earth are you talking about? Perfection.
Do you want another one? Do you want another
Oh,
one?
God, yeah, they've been great so far.
So, Vanessa Cordner, who came on our show a while back.
Yeah, we like Vanessa. Well, I mean, I did.
Yeah, co-host of Movie Duel Pod and the X-Files Pod. So, 2 words. Loved it.
Ah. Loved it when it finished? Is that what she meant to
just
say?
no, come on. Loved
Didn't have
it in
enough
general.
characters.
Oh, Grant.
Have you got anyone with some sense here?
I'm giving you more. Yeah, I'm going to save it till last.
Oh, all right.
But just going to, really piss you off all the way.
Yeah, well, I'm riled up now.
With a logical one. So, Yamityville Horror Podcast, who we're actually guesting on next week, which I'm super
Lovely.
thankful for. Yeah,
Well, we'll see what they've got to say first before I decide if I'm going on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Damn good horror and celebration of musical history.
Oh, God, that's probably the worst one of the lot.
No, I think that's great. Brilliant comment. Thank you. Can't wait to have a chat next week. Hey, Grant.
Yeah, everyone has their opinion. I'm only joking, but you're not wrong. You're not right. All of you have been wrong so far.
Just being a grumpy Wally and grumpy.
I think I've held it together pretty well, but now I'm just getting irritated.
Yeah, I think you have. We actually have. I thought we were going to be swearing and saying all sorts to each other.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to be respectful, haven't I?
Maybe we're going to disappoint people. We should probably just give everyone a barrage at the end.
I mean, I've been pretty,
You're on the edge. You're on the edge.
Yeah.
Right, one more.
Oh,
Well,
God.
A few more. But so faulty signal says
It must
solid.
be.
You'll like this one.
All right.
Solid, but it almost feels like Avatar. Legit good, but will it have a legacy?
No, I still don't like that one.
No, I think that's an interesting question. I actually think it will have a legacy. I think this will go down as a memorable, well-remembered horror movie for years to come.
Oh, so deluded, but okay.
Everyone knows I'm right.
It's such a pile of shit. I wish people just get. I can't wait for this just to be over and no one talks about it again.
Don't, you're going to make me cough.
It's just like Labubu's for me.
Labubu.
Yeah, it's like at the prime drink, and now it's Labubu's, and now it's this. It's like it's a fad. It's a fart in the wind, and I can't wait for it to be dead.
I need to crop that bit. It's a fart in the wind. I can't wait for it to be dead. That's going to be the clip on Instagram. Yeah, there we go.
Well, I tell you, it's what you've drawn me to.
Right, 2 more.
Oh God, here we go.
The Horror Hermit 93.
Yeah.
Sick film, but a slow burner. Wanted more vampire carnage.
Yeah. No, okay. Do you know what? I don't agree with it completely because it's not a sick film. But everything else he said, apart from the sick film bit, I agree with.
A lady, Alicia.
So my apologies. Yes, I don't agree that it's a sick film. I think it's trash, but I do agree that there needed to be more vampire.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. I loved the carnage when it happened, but it didn't happen for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, and then when it did, it wasn't very long.
No, short and sweet.
Yeah, well, it wasn't sweet. It should have been longer, but yeah.
It's very sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
one more.
so apart from the being sick bit, I agree with you.
Good. I'm giving you one more.
Okay, is it going to be a sensible one?
This one is from our good friend Kate from Australia.
Oh, well, I'm a big fan of Kate so far, and now I'm nervous now.
Okay, right.
Oh God, she's going to disappoint me.
Enjoyed Sinners. Thought the performances and music were really good. I heard so many good things that maybe it was overhyped for me, though. Whilst I enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Whilst I enjoyed it.
Okay, right, yeah.
I don't think it's the best movie of the year. There you go.
I knew
That's
she
more
wouldn't let me
logical.
down. I knew she
That's
wouldn't
more
let me
logical
down.
for you, right? That's more in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, big fan of
Yeah.
hers.
There you go.
So that's a sensible review. Look, I
That is
can
a
get
sensible review.
I get
Yes.
why people like it. I'm not an idiot, right? I know it's
Well,
for some it's going to be an outstanding film. It's well made. What I say. I just think it doesn't deserve anywhere near the credit it gets because I really don't think it's that good. And there's so many stupid, lame things and boring things about it.
couple of things there. One, you are an idiot.
Right.
and two, I think that's a fair comment. You know,
Yeah.
it is massively hyped, and it actually got more hyped after it came out. Like, you know, normally a film gets hyped up massively before.
Yeah.
But this actually seemed to grow in popularity 2-3 weeks after release.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
A lot of people were saying to everyone how good it was, and they're all right, obviously.
Yeah, well, they've all had a head injury, but yeah, no, there's no but. It's just a hot pile of dog shit. But yes, she was absolutely spot on, and I still love you.
Can I just say thank you very much, everyone, for messaging?
Yeah.
It's always fun when we get. I love getting messages and comments from people. It makes my day.
Yeah, and obviously I am playing, so don't upset anyone. But you are all wrong, except for our favourites there. But
wouldn't be you, would it, if you didn't disagree with a lot of people's views? So
I mean, if they were right, I'd agree with them.
I mean, they are right,
but just sadly they're all wrong.
We could be here forever, so we should move on.
I can't wait to move on from this. Fuck me.
Right? Do you want to move on to what film we're covering next? Then
yes, please.
Do you remember what film we're covering next?
I do remember it.
You do?
Because it's the love of my life. It's Ryder Mitchell.
Yeah, but that's our guest spot.
Oh, what are we covering? Hang on. No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you want a choice then? Do you want a choice?
Yeah, go on then.
So we were going to cover Leatherface.
Leatherface, yeah, okay.
From 2017, the one that everyone hates. But
you mean the best one?
See, here we go again. All right, here we go again.
It is the best one.
So I'd quite like to cover that.
Yeah,
because it could be quite controversial. Not controversial.
I enjoyed that one.
It goes against the grain.
I do like it. Though.
we could do the sadness we spoke about as well.
Ooh.
Or how about we could ask the big wide world? We could put it on the socials and have a vote.
Yeah, I'd say I'm happy with either of them. I think because I've just spent 2 weeks in Disney, I need something really fucked up to cleanse myself. Yeah. And the sadness is pretty fucked up.
I mean, that's absolutely bonkers. Yeah. So
yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want to pick one, or do you want to?
No, let the world decide. Let the world decide.
So there you go. You heard it here first, everybody.
Yeah.
Either Leatherface from 2017 or The Sadness, you sick fucks.
Yeah. I mean, if we do cover Leatherface, if anyone wants to be wrong again and me argue with them, then let's do it.
Yeah. There you go. Sounds like a plan.
Because if you say this film is bad, you're wrong. So let's go.
I'm not saying anything yet. I'm going to keep my views inside my mouth.
Leatherface is class.
So, I mean,
the Sadness is good as well, but it's very disappointing.
Fucking dog shit.
I didn't mind it.
But, oh, fuck off. But, mate,
I'm going to.
That is one I would go to town on, the fucking Netflix.
In fact, maybe if people like this Versus episode and they want more of it, we should do that because I like it.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, if you've enjoyed us bickering and talking shit for an hour and a half.
Yeah, sorry, this one was a bit expletive heavy, but I feel very passionately about how much I hate this, so it's just the way it goes.
I think it's just been good fun. Like I say, we haven't deep dived. We've just been ourselves. We've just chit chatted, and hopefully that's what you guys are all here for. So
I know I'll get a lot of shit for this one, but
I hope so.
If you think I'm bothered, you are very much mistaken.
I hope you get all the shit possible. To be honest.
I mean, I'd rather take all the shit than have to watch this one more time. So please feel free.
Oh, look at you, sharp as a tack, and yeah, look at that.
Like a stone cold stunner. Oosh.
I would like at least 100 messages of abuse going towards you. So please feel free, everyone. Send Grant shit, not me.
Believe it or not, I am fragile though. So be nice because I am nice deep down.
I was going to say I couldn't take it. I'd cry if someone said something.
But equally, just remember that I don't actually care. So, if you want to waste your finger typing time, you go for it. Love you all.
There we go. You heard it here. Right. So, moving on. Now we've got that out of the way. What are we going to talk about now? Quickly. We're going to talk about For the Love of Horror.
Yeah.
So we're making an appearance there for the first time in our lives, would you believe?
In our lives. In Manchester.
Yeah, that's it. So we're making the 4.5 hour journey up there.
I hope we don't see Oasis because that's another fucking one I hate.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see them.
Good, we agree.
Yeah, 4.5-hour drive to come and see everybody at For the Love of Horror, which I'm super
It's not
excited
that bad.
about.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, it'll be fun, mate. It'll be fun.
I've done worse.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to all the other horror fans, basically, and see if we recognise any faces and have a chat.
Yeah, and obviously, because we're basically celebrities at this point. Like, if you want to come and have a picture with us, then you just come and ask, you know.
Oh dear. Yeah, come and say hello if you recognise us, because obviously we only really put our pixelated 2D faces out. So, yeah, if you do recognise us, or if we recognise you, let's have a chat. We'll
have some badges on, won't we?
That's what I was going to say. Well, also we'll have loads of badges to give out, free badges. So
free badges. I did want to get T-shirts made, but it's just mad money at the minute, isn't it?
That's it, money and time, and all of that. So
will it look right?
But yeah, super looking forward to For the Love of Horror. If you've got any tips or anything, because like I say, it's our first time, so send us some tips or some knowledge or some help. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm in it for the merch. I want some good merch.
Yeah, you're in it for the merch. I'm in it to anxiously wave at people and then get really scared.
Oh, and Not Slip. I can't wait to see them. I hope they're good.
Oh God, yeah, Saturday after party, Not Slip. That should be good fun.
Yes.
Definitely. Right, yeah, there you go. That has been the Versus episode, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in once again and sticking with us. We've not been around for a while, so we might have been a bit rusty. But if we have...
We weren't. We were fucking class as always.
Well, if I've been rusty, I apologise. Grant won't apologise.
You're not rusty. You just had a bad opinion. That was all.
Fuck's sake. I'm ringing you up in a minute.
Yeah, I'm busy. I've got to wash my hair.
Yeah, got to do your work, emails.
I've got to watch a movie tonight. I don't know what to watch.
Wait, I was going to say, what are you watching?
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Weapons was class. So
Weapons was class. Liked it. Aunt Gladys. What the fuck?
I know. That was mental.
Yeah.
The Girl with the Needle was good as well.
I don't even know what that is.
No, it was on the Flight Entertainment, and it's proper dark, but it's a black and white one that's super long and slow. So I was surprised I liked it, but it's good.
I was just going to say that sounds like everything you hate.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it. It's definitely not horror. It's more
Okay.
of like, I don't know what you'd call it. Dark
right.
drama, I guess maybe.
Yeah, fair. I'm down for whatever genres, but obviously love horror. So shall we call it a day? Should we stop watching?
Yeah, this has been long enough.
Yes, right. Thanks again, everybody. We will catch you soon.
See you later.
Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, will make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs. Grand poses will teach you hate today. Ben's grinning, what beliefs you'll say. From ghostly ghouls to eerie scores, they'll dig deep in the horror's core. Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, they'll make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs, horror movie maniacs, they'll make you scream and laugh. Horror movie maniacs.
Ha 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 ha!